Good morning, everybody. Matt Modi here with another episode of the Dong Report, where I give out my favorite MLB home run predictions of the day. And as for today, I really liked the Dong slate that we had. So I'm going to have 4 players on Dong Watch, 4 players for you guys to lock in to hit a home run for today's MLB betting slate. We're talking Tuesday, July 2nd. Happy Dinger Tuesday, everybody. Before we can get into those picks, I just want to do a quick recap from yesterday, which was not one of our days. Granted, it was a lighter slate of MLB games, so I played the Dong slate light as well. I only had 2 Dong plays yesterday. Did not get any of those to hit a home run, so we were down 1 unit as I put a half unit on both of those plays. Not terrible. Obviously, we would have liked to get a home run to be hit, but not terrible. On the entire season, the numbers do look admittedly gross, down a little bit over 11.5 units. All of those losses, all of them, were at the beginning of the year. We had a pretty good run to end June, and if you isolate the data just from June 1st on, we are up a little bit under 6 units. So that obviously does include the -1 unit day that we had yesterday. So things started to pick up at the end of June. We had a really nice run over the last couple weeks or so. So hopefully, even with yesterday's no Dong day, we can continue that today. Remember to subscribe to my YouTube channel if you are not already. Like the video, comment, and then check out my Dub Club if you're interested in having all my plays sent to you for $5 a month. But enough of that. Let's get into today's Dong slate. Starting in the White Sox versus Guardians game, I'm taking Luis Robert Jr. to hit a home run. This is at plus 310 odds at Fanatics. So I'm actually going to put 3/4 of a unit on him. So for me, that's $75. Normally, I play these for a half unit. For Luis Robert Jr., I'm putting 3/4 of a unit on that one. So again, $75. Somehow, this is his first appearance on the Dong Report this season, despite the fact that he has been phenomenal since he returned from injury. For whatever reason, he just missed my research, missed my plays. Luckily, that stops now. Hopefully, we can get him to hit a home run today. He has an excellent opportunity to mash one. As I mentioned, he has just been on fire since he returned from injury, which was June 4th. So since then, since June 4th, he's hit 7 home runs since then. So almost about a month where he's hit 7 home runs. He's got an ISO rate of 28.1% in that stretch. That ISO rate would be in the excellent category as defined by Fangraphs. And it would be the 6th best ISO rate in the MLB if you just extrapolated that out to all qualified batters. He also has a barrel rate of 16.1% in that stretch. That is also in the excellent category, and that would be the 8th best barrel rate in the MLB if you extrapolated that out as well. From there, the reason why he has been able to hit so many home runs, he's hitting the ball with power and he's getting good contact, but he's hitting the ball in the air as well. He has a fly ball rate of 46.4%. That would be the 18th ranked fly ball rate in the MLB. In terms of the pitching matchup, he's going up against Carlos Carrasco of the Guardians. Should be a situation where Luis Robert Jr. has the advantage over the pitcher, obviously Carlos Carrasco. Carrasco is a right-handed pitcher, and Robert's ISO rate significantly better against right-handed pitching. It jumps up to 31.5% when he's going up against righties. That would be the 5th best ISO rate in the MLB, and obviously it is above his normal average. And then looking at Carlos Carrasco, he is a pitcher that is worse against right-handed hitters, which Luis Robert Jr. is. He's actually seen Carrasco has about the same amount of batters that have been righty versus lefty, but even with that, 7 of his 11 home runs that he's given up this year have come against right-handed hitters, despite the fact that, again, he's seen about an equal amount. His fly ball rate is 40.4% against righties. His pull rate is 44.5%, and his hard hit rate is 32.7%. All those numbers are worse against right-handed hitters, and they're all below average numbers as well. And then if you want to look into the pitch mix, he throws his top 3 pitches are fastballs, sliders, and changeups. Those are 3 pitches that Luis Robert Jr. happens to absolutely crush. He has an ISO rate of 34.5% against four-seam fastballs, above his season average, an ISO rate of 30% against sliders, above his average, and an ISO rate of 27.3% against changeups, which is slightly below his ISO rate since June 4th. So really good opportunity for him to mash one today. Let's hope he comes through for us as our first play. Next up, Giants versus Braves game. I'm taking Marcel Ozuna to hit a home run plus 310 odds at FanDuel. So Ozuna has admittedly been on a little bit of a cold streak recently, specifically in the home run department. I think that has a great opportunity to change today. I love the matchup that he has going up against Hayden Birdsong of the Giants, which is a hilarious name, but more importantly, a pitcher that you definitely do want to target to give up home runs. Now, he's only made one start on the year, so it's admittedly a small sample size, but looking at that one start shows a pitcher that should give up a lot of home runs. He allowed in that one start an average exit velocity of 92.9 miles per hour. That would be the worst in the MLB by a pretty wide margin. To give you context for that, the current worst average exit velocity allowed is 91.6 miles per hour, and he's, again, over 1 full mile per hour above that. From there, he allowed a fly ball rate of 42.9%, the 19th worst fly ball rate in the MLB, and a hard hit rate of 35.7%, which would be the 5th worst. So allowing a high average exit velocity along with a high fly ball rate, that's a recipe to give up a ton of home runs. And despite the fact that Ozuna has been cold recently, he's still among the best home run hitters in the MLB. And it's not like he hasn't been able to hit the ball at all recently. But looking at his entire season, ISO rate of 26.7%, 9th best in the MLB, a barrel rate of 18.2%, 5th best in the MLB, a hard hit rate of 54.7%, which is the 6th best in the MLB, and an average exit velocity of 93 miles per hour, which is the 13th best in the MLB. Really, really good hitter across the board. And even if you isolate the data from June 1st till now, which he's only hit 5 home runs in that stretch. So keep in mind, Luis Robert Jr. has hit 7 since June 4th. Ozuna's hit 5 since June 1st. Even if you isolate the data since June 1st, Ozuna has a barrel rate of 20.5%, a hard hit rate of 53.5%, and an average exit velocity of 93.5 miles per hour. So you can make the argument that he's actually been hitting the ball harder recently than he has on his season average. He just hasn't quite been able to get a home run or a bunch of home runs. I think that changes today. I think this is a nice spot to buy low on Ozuna to hit a home run. Let's hope he comes through for us as our second play. I'm also putting 3/4 of a unit on him as well. I should have mentioned that at the beginning, but Ozuna is a 3/4 unit play. Next up, Orioles versus Mariners game. I'm taking Gunnar Henderson to hit a home run plus 430 odds at FanDuel. Just a half unit play here on Gunnar. I know everybody's probably sick of me going with Gunnar at this point. It was nice that the Orioles did not play yesterday, so I had no choice to take a break from Gunnar Henderson. But he's just got such a good opportunity once again today to hit a home run that I feel pretty good going back to him, despite the fact that he did burn us basically all last week. And make no bones about it, Gunnar's at-bats on Sunday Night Baseball, when everybody was watching him, were very much not good. 4 of the most uncompetitive at-bats I've ever seen. 4 strikeouts. One of them was looking just really, really bad. I don't care. I'm going with him today. I do feel as though Gunnar has earned the benefit of the doubt because of how good he has been all season, not letting a tiny 3-game sample size from last week completely scare me off. And he's been really good. We all know how good his stats are this season. If you don't know, let me tell you. 4th best ISO rate in the MLB, 5th best hard hit rate in the MLB, 25th ranked barrel rate, and the 7th best average exit velocity. Incredible, incredible hitter who is much better against right-handed pitching, which is what he is facing tonight. I've said this all year, but Gunnar Henderson against a righty is almost an auto bet at this point, and he's going up against a righty in George Kirby of the Mariners. Now, Kirby might not be known as a huge home run pitcher or anything like that, but George Kirby is significantly worse against left-handed hitters. Obviously, Gunnar is a lefty. Now, Kirby has seen fewer at-bats this season against left-handed hitters. He's had fewer at-bats against lefties, and despite that, he's given up 8 of his 11 home runs to lefties. That's a massive margin when you consider the fact that, again, he's literally seen fewer lefty batters. His fly ball rate allowed to left-handed hitters is 50%. That would be the worst fly ball rate allowed in the entire MLB. And that's the biggest difference of why he's given up so many home runs to lefties. He also, just in general, not looking at any splits here, has the 15th worst barrel rate in the MLB and the 20th worst launch angle as well. So hopefully Gunnar can come through for us, right all of the wrongs from last week. If he hits one today, then all from last week will be forgiven. We would have made our money back, specifically on Gunnar. That's our third play. And then lastly, 4th and final pick of the video, same game, Orioles-Mariners. Give me Anthony Santander to hit a home run, plus 450 odds at FanDuel. So Santander, he is someone that did come through for us last week. He didn't hit a home run on Sunday. He did hit one on Saturday when we did have him to hit a home run. Hopefully he can hit a home run today, right the wrongs from Sunday when he didn't hit a home run. And Santander has just been on a ridiculous stretch, basically for the entire month. Like, Since June 1st, he's been on a roll, and he is a switch hitter, so he gets the switch hitter who gets the benefit same benefit as Gunnar Henderson of going up batting lefty against George Kirby, who, as I mentioned, is much worse against left-handed hitters. And looking at Santander, as I mentioned, he's been on a huge run since June 1st, and even if you look at his season-long stats, very good as well. 8th best ISO rate in the MLB at 27.3%. But if you want to look, since June 1st, he's hit 13 home runs. Compare that to the 5 that Ozuna has hit, to the 7 that Luis Robert has hit since June 4th. In 13 home runs, more than them, most in the MLB, more than Ohtani, more than Aaron Judge. He has literally hit the most home runs in the entire MLB since June 1st. He's just been on fire. In that stretch, ISO rate of 38.2%, that's an incredible number. Barrel rate of 18.5%, that's a very good number, excellent. Fangraphs would tell you. But the most important metric of why he's been able to hit so many home runs, fly ball rate of 58.7% and a launch angle of 20.9 degrees. Being able to hit the ball with that much power while also still being able to put it in the air on a consistent basis is very impressive. That's what has led to Santander's home run binge. Hopefully that does continue tonight. And even on Sunday, he didn't hit a home run. It was brutal. He had a flyout that went 384 feet. That would have been a home run in 23 of 30 stadiums. Unfortunately, one of the 7, it would not have been a home run, was the stadium it was in, and it was not a home run. But at exit velocity, 99.5 miles per hour, launch angle of 28 degrees. That is perfectly in the sweet spot for a home run. Sweet spot being anything 95 miles per hour and above, and with the launch angle between 25 and 35 degrees. Wasn't in the cards on Sunday. Hopefully it is in the cards today. He comes through, mashes one for us. And that's how we got 4 dong picks for you guys to lock in. If one of these guys hits a home run, we will at least be green for the day. If multiple hit a home run, we will be very green. So let's hope for that. I appreciate everybody for watching. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. And have a good one.